Hey Dungeon Crawlers, this is Dorks at Disadvantage, a D&D podcast by Dorks for Dorks, where we show you don't have to have a big group to have a great time playing D&D. And now, here's your hosts, Jennifer and Austin Caldwell. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dorks at Disadvantage podcast. I am Austin.
And I am Jennifer. Hello, hello.
Hey everyone. We are excited to be back, and we are going to be doing another installment in our Wrecker's Alley series that we started last episode with Hew and Tall Robert. It should be a fun time.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Me too. But before we jump into it, anything you want to bring up, Jen, or talk about today?
Let's see. I am really looking forward to seeing the Odyssey movie.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, we talked about the Behemoth movie a little bit last time that we want to see, and now we're hearing a lot about the Odysseus film. So we're going to go check that out. I think maybe, if not this weekend, in a couple weekends, but after this weekend it's Gen Con, so we'll be tied up that week.
Right.
But we'll try to catch it in theaters. We have a bad habit of not getting out to the theater in time to catch these movies, so it may be from our couch that we see it. We'll see.
Well, years ago, movies used to be on for a really long time in theaters.
Yeah.
And then afterwards they would be up to rent, but you're just not getting that. The air times are way shorter now, and a lot of times they just go to streaming services, so you can't rent them. I know that one of the things that we've been really wanting to see is the new Demon Slayer movie. Do not tell me what happened, because I haven't seen it yet. But it's finally coming to Crunchyroll to rent in a few days, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been wrapped into the subscription, but I understand. It's kind of been a big, I don't want to use the term money grab, but they've kind of put it in theaters and pulled it out of theaters and put it in theaters and pulled it out, in and out, and then you haven't been able to stream it anywhere until now.
They absolutely did that. They kept that stuff really tight, and I have a feeling that they probably won't release it to Crunchyroll at all until all the movies are done. That's what I'm thinking. But the Odyssey, I'm very interested in, because I talked about Behemoth being probably the movie of the year. I think it's going to be between the Odyssey and Behemoth.
Could be, yeah.
I'm just not sure if, I'm trying to think about what would win Best Picture. Probably the Odyssey.
I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like it would probably be the Odyssey, just because you've got this, epic that has all this money put into, special effects and stuff. I'm saying that from a standpoint of I've never seen the trailer for Behemoth. So, and I'm not planning on watching the trailer because I want to go in there blind when I watch it. But I unfortunately have already seen the trailer to the Odysseus film, and it looks like there's a ton of money into that, like a ton of production was put into that. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a strong candidate for Best Picture for sure.
It is, and the thing about Behemoth is, they are two very different movies. I think they both deserve all the praise. They look very good from very different creative standpoints. It's just that Behemoth is probably going to be more for people who really enjoy a artistic perspective. It's going to be people that really enjoy music from any era. It's mainly classical music, but so I think that a lot of people are going to prefer the Odyssey movie because it's probably going to interest a lot more people.
Right. Yeah. I feel like you've got, I feel like you've got the same folks that'll see both, but really I feel like the audience is kind of two different sets of people, right? I feel like that the Odyssey is, someone who's kind of going looking for that big blockbuster, like entertainment value film.
Yeah.
And then Behemoth, you've got, more of your indie film goers. You've got your people who are more into the indie film scene. So
Absolutely. It is definitely more of an indie film.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that should be fun. Can't wait to catch that. But in other news too, we bought the Planescape multiverse pack for D&D. So we did that just as an impulse purchase.
That was very much an impulse purchase. We played D&D with our group last weekend, and we play in this shop, in this D&D or this game store, and they had all those D&D books right behind me. So I think Austin saw him, and we looked at him for a bit, but I knew that he was thinking about getting one of them, and finally he's like, okay, I like the multiverse the best.
Yeah, and I can't say I'm sorry about it either. You get 3 books in there, and it's a ton of content, like a ton of characters, character ideas, villains. The whole setting is pretty crazy. Like, you can be anywhere from a cathedral to a casino, and there are like sentient trains and sentient slot machines, and all kinds of fun to be had with that, I think.
They really built up a lot more characters that are, please correct me, the robot.
Yeah, constructs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can never remember that word. It's just, they're robots to me, but there's a lot more characters that look like that. I saw one that's it gave me kind of a construct samurai look. It kind of reminded me of that. And
it had like 4 arms. Yeah.
And 4 katans.
Yeah, it sort of reminded me a little bit of General Grievous from the newer Star Wars trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But yeah, excited about that. I'm just kind of going over in my mind which character I want to choose for that, or if I want to create something brand new when we get ready to do that.
I think I'll create something brand new, something that fits the
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably what I will do too.
It needs to be obscure. It needs to be chaotic.
Needs to be crazy, for sure. All right. Well, are you ready to jump in today?
Yes, I am.
Let's do it. So the last we left Hew Dankwood and Tall Robert, they had encountered the brothers Carl and Jarl at the Kettle and Kraken Inn, who told them of a derelict ship that had been blown close to the shoreline due to the high winds. They said that it was probably loaded down with some loot and that it was ripe for the picking. However, when Hew and Tall Robert got down there, not only did they run into a couple of wreckers trying to steal the loot from them, they also had to battle this gigantic Kraken. After returning to the Kettle and Kraken Inn after defeating the Kraken and soaking wet, Hew and Tall Robert tell Max Taverner of their journeys. Impressed by the tale, Max offers up a free mug of hot Hurl Fruit Ale and offers a room for the night at only 3 gold. The pair enjoy a hot bath and a good night's sleep with the sounds of the storm whipping away outside the window. The dawn breaks to a much quieter scene. The storm has subsided, and the sounds of seabirds can once again be heard outside the windows of the old inn. Yellow beams of sunlight begin to dance across the old planks on the floor as dawn breaks. And now it is first thing in the morning. What do you guys do?
Hew gets up. She is vibrant first thing in the morning. She is happy to see that sunrise. She does her squats and stretches, gets ready for the day. She looks in her pack, which is a little cluttered and a little messy, not very well put together, and she's tossing stuff. You can hear clanging happening, and she finally finds this pouch that has ground coffee grounds in it, and she takes a little bit and she puts it in her lip like dip.
That is a Hew Dankwood thing to do, for certain.
Yeah, she likes her beer, but she doesn't really like to drink the coffee, so she likes to put it in her lip and just kind of let it do its thing naturally. She gets her energy that way.
Nice. I feel like Tall Robert is pretty hungover from the events the night before, and before he can even fully open up his eyes and rouse up in the bed, he pats his pockets, pulls out one of the fish eyes from the night before, pops that into his mouth.
That's an interesting way to wake up. I bet that will do it.
Yeah. Yep. Then he gets a little bit of a spring in his step, and he gets his gear on, and he is ready to go downstairs to breakfast.
Yep. Hew is ready to go, and she pretty much just skips down there.
Awesome. So you two get downstairs, and you see Max Taverner. He greets you. Hey there, you're just in time for breakfast this morning.
You said that was his name's Max?
Max Taverner, yep.
And so Hew is beaming. Max Taverner, it's good to see ya. What will we be having for breakfast?
Oh, I've got something real special today there. So what it is, actually, is it's a goat's head that's been stuffed full of fish roe. I call it row your goat. You like that? Huh? Huh?
That sounds mighty tasty. Would you like to share? And looking over at Tall Robert.
Tall Robert's just like, yes, I've never tried something like this before. I'm quite excited. If it's anything like the fish eyes we had yesterday, I'm sure it'll be delightful.
Do you have a sauce that we can put on it?
Oh, yeah, there. So I've got the little ground horse hoof paste that I like to put on. That's very delicious.
A tartare?
Yes, it's a ground horse hoof tartare. That's what it is.
Yeah, she's excited about that, and if there is a toast or something, she wants to spread it on that.
Oh yeah, you got the bogweed biscuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still got some bogweed biscuits he can let you have to dip into your row your goat.
Yeah, the bogweed biscuit, spreading that tartare on top and dunking it into this paste, this roe.
Yeah, I feel like that this this goat's head's prepared in a way that's kind of like a Panera bread bowl. Like the goat's head is turned upside down, and then all the rows down in there, and you could just dip right down into
Delicious.
the row. Tasty.
I think we need to start. Rolling Constitution saving throws on how well we handle this.
We might. If you want to, you can go ahead and roll one and see.
All right.
See what happens.
Let's see. Okay.
It doesn't sound like you have too much faith in Max Taverner's cooking here.
Hey, 19.
19. Hew is loving it.
She's got the stomach of a goat, so she is doing just fine.
Absolutely. Let's roll for Mr. Tall Robert and see what he does here. Oh, yeah. That'll be 17 for Tall Robert. Yeah, he likes it. He might not be quite as enthusiastic as Hew, but he's still enjoying it. He's just like, I must write down this recipe and remember this. He takes out his little pad and quill, writes that down as he's enjoying breakfast. And as you guys are finishing up, Max Taverner comes up to you and says, "There's a gentleman here that would like to talk to you. I've been talking to him this morning about all of your adventures that you had last night. He says he might have a little proposition for you."
I clap my hands together and rub them. Oh, we'd be honored.
Oh, well, he's just right over here. So he leads you over to the corner, where you see an old dwarf is sitting. His sailor's cap can't quite hide his thinning gray hair. His salt-worn features are wrinkled in concentration as he looks down his crooked nose at a piece of parchment he is scribbling on. All the while he is puffing his pipe, which is perfectly balanced between his yellow teeth.
Ooh.
When he sees the group, he grunts, puts down his pipe and quill. Taverner here tells me you two were on quite the adventure last night.
Hugh immediately starts exaggerating her tales. How
Nice.
she got in there and she used all these magical abilities that she doesn't have, that everyone else around her was using. She talks about gutting it, and she definitely emphasizes what she actually did, which was put the blades up top and slide down. And she's like, there were guts everywhere.
Roll a persuasion check on that.
A nat 20.
Nat 20. So he just, he's listening to you. He starts puffing intently on his pipe as you are telling him this tale, and he's just like, well, then it seems I'm speaking to the right folks. I've got a little job for you, if adventurers you truly be.
Aye, we be grand adventurers, the strongest, the toughest, the bravest. And I put my arm around Tall Robert and kind of strangle him a little bit. And he is probably a little bit taller than me, so it's a little bit of a reach. So I'm pulling him down.
Yes, Miss Hew. Yes, we get it. You were very good in battle. Very good indeed. Now, I can't breathe. And the old gentleman is just eating all of this up, and he's just like, well, I have a job which pays very highly indeed. A matter of fact, 1,500 gold pieces, split between the three of us.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Well, don't call me kind until you hear what the job actually is, my lass.
Oh, this sounds like a treat.
There are 3 wenches that go by the name Finola's Widows, terrorizing the coast. I generally turn a blind eye to this sort of thing. I mean, nobody's innocent, eh? However, they are after something very dear to me. Something very dear indeed. Something I have been looking for a long time. There's a chest belonging to my great-great-grandfather, Albrecht Saltblood, hidden somewhere on the Isle of Mudfort. In that chest, among many other things, is an emerald ring. 'Tis a priceless heirloom that has been lost to time. Who knows if the wenches will find it, but 'tis a chance I cannot take. These 3 have a mighty bounty on their head. 15 gold pieces, as I mentioned earlier.
We'd be happy to take this for you, won't we, Tall Robert?
Yes, I suppose a little extra gold is never harmful.
Aye, that's the spirit.
I have word that they left the coast in a schooner of war this morning. I have a fast enough ship and an able crew. Once we spot the ship, I'll get us close enough to board her. Then it'll be up to you two to take 'em out. But know this, that ship and her cargo are mine.
We'll do whatever you need.
There's a lass, and then he spits in his hand. Name's Horace Saltblood. Pleasure to meet you.
She does a very exaggerated and brings out her hand, and there's globs of what she had just eaten.
Yeah.
In
Oh
there.
my god. As you guys are doing a very squelchy handshake, Tall Robert is wiping his hands on his tunic and just kind of putting them in his pockets, trying not to be part of the agreement there.
Not the squelching.
Yes. Well, whenever you two are ready, we will head down to my ship and take our leave.
She grabs her bag and she is ready to go.
Awesome. So Tall Robert is finishing up the last bit of his row your goat. And he is ready to go as well. So you guys head down to the docks. Horace leads you to a ship that is tied off there. And as you guys are about to get on the ship, you hear a, "Hey there, wait for me!" And you turn around and you see Jarl standing there.
Jarl! Oh, it's our good buddy Jarl!
Horace turns to look at Jarl and he's like, "Now, lad, have you been listening there the whole time?" Yes, unfortunately, my brother Carl left this morning for Hawkstone, and he said he wasn't taking me with him. He told me I was on my own from this point forward.
Join our crew!
Well, now hold on there, says Horace. I wasn't banking on a fourth share. I don't need any money, I just want to be of some use. I just need passage.
The boy's got spirit.
Horace looks him over and he's like, I don't know. You definitely look strong enough, lad, but you look like someone who might bungle things up in the heat of battle.
Nah, not this guy. He's a good fella.
I'm not sure. I feel like if I had to rate this lad on a scale from 1 to 20, it'd probably be a 1.
7 times over.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hew just, she brushes him and tries to get the dust off of him, and she's like, Jarl, put your arms up and give me your muscles. And he flexes, and she hangs on him and shows how strong he is.
Nice. So, yeah, at that, the captain is just like, very well, I'll take ye with us. However, you're going to have to lose that stick, lad, and pick up a real weapon. That sounds good. I'll be of any help I can. Very well. Now let's heave to. And so you guys step on board the ship, which you see the name of on the side as you climb aboard is the Tragedy.
While they were walking, Hew brings her bagpipes and actually her hand drum, and she starts singing Row Your Goat and gives Jarl some bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration for Jarl. He will take it. Yeah, go ahead and remember that you gave that to him, because I might forget. But you guys step aboard. Captain Horace introduces you to his first mate, which is a female orc by the name of Melicia Mainwind. She acts as the first mate and the quartermaster on this voyage. Do you really think that these lot will be of any use, Captain? Now, Melicia, I heard tell they took out a Kraken last night. At the very least, it sounds like they know how to handle themselves against something with tentacles. How much worse can the widows be?
And Hew laughs with them. She has no idea.
Yeah. Tall Robert's just standing there watching you two laugh. You guys are just trading laughs back and forth for like 3 straight minutes. And then he's just like, well, we better lay to then. All right, everyone. All sail. We're heading out. And then you start to hear the shuffle of all hands on deck as they unfurl the sails, and the tragedy gets underway. And as you guys are headed to the last known location of the Widow's ship, you notice a lot of leisure taking place on the deck. There is some folks fishing, and there are also some folks gambling. You figure that you could either sort of meditate and prepare for this upcoming battle, or you could join the sailors and take part in a little bit of fun. What does Hew do?
Oh, Hew always is looking to have some fun.
Is she looking for some fun?
She, of course, like any labor, physical labor is fun as long as it's not a lady's duty.
Right. All right, so what do you think Hew's going to do? Does she want to do some of the fishing, or does she want to get in on some gambling?
She's going to gamble.
Going to gamble, okay. All right, so you walk up to a gnome and a half-elf. The gnome is a short little male with a yellow cap. The half-elf is a female who has about 8 knives strapped on her body. And they are both shooting dice. And the half-elf sees you coming, and she's just like, "Do we have some newcomers to this game?"
Aye, we do. What be the game we playing?
"Oh, well, praise be. Well, we're just playing a little bit of Snake Eyes here. Not very high buy-in for a beginner such as yourself."
Aye, that sounds quite fun to me. My dad used to play that.
"Ah, well, then you know the rules well. You roll 2 die. Snake Eyes automatically wins. If no one gets Snake Eyes, then you go for the highest total. And it's going to be the best 2 out of 3.
D20s or D6?
It's 2d6s.
Yes, I recall that.
Which, do you have a spare d6 over there, actually?
I do.
Thank you. I thought you might have that one we got from the con. The ICC con. Make sure I'm rolling the right thing. My dice pack has all the dice in it, and I have a D3 and a D5 that looks suspiciously like a D6.
She blows her hand. Got a 1 and a 2.
I got 2 and 2 that time. That's 4. Half-elf wins that round.
6 and 3.
I got 3 and 3, 6. Hew Dankwood wins that round.
Okay.
1 and 1.
5 and 1.
6 and 4, 10. Half-elf wins that round and wins the money. Oh, 10 gold pieces was the buy-in, by the way.
Yeah, she hands the 10 gold pieces, and she says, unfortunately, that's all I have right now. But don't worry, I'll be back another day.
Oh, I'm counting on it there, dearie. Glad to see you can lose with a little bit of dignity. But come back and see me anytime you want to try again.
I haven't lost just yet. Again, I'll be back.
I'll see you around then. And so after that, I guess Hew walks away from the gambling table. And are you going to try to partake in some fishing now at this point?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt the fishing.
Awesome. Okay. So let me see here. I'm going to go ahead for the fish. And I'm going to throw my dice off the table first. Then I'm going to grab it and pretend like I meant to do that. And I'm going to roll a number, and that is going to be essentially the fish's strength. And I'm just going to have you roll a d20 against it and see if you catch that fish.
Okay. A 6?
That will not catch it. The line snaps. And one of the sailors looks over at you and is like, "Hey, what are you doing there? You're ruining our fishing line."
I'm sorry about that. To be blunt, it is my first time doing this.
Well, see that you don't do that again. I'll see if you can haul in an actual fish this time.
She takes one of the strings from her lute and she attaches it to the fishing pole. Thinks that's going to be a better fit.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and try again. I'm going to roll for the next fish you get on the line.
12?
I rolled a 13.
Ah.
So, I'm going to do something that a game master did when I used to play GURPS and used to be able to get within 1 of the total. So I'm going to say success with a complication or failure. It's up to you.
Complication.
Okay. So you haul in this fish, and as you start to get it up towards the ship, you give it all your might. The fish comes flying up out of the water, goes behind you, smacks the half-elf who's sitting there gambling in the face.
And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry about that.
What in the name of all the Dark Lords are you up to over there?
I just thought I'd catch me some fish. Perhaps you would like some.
I'm not in the mood for any fish, but any more shenanigans like that and I might catch myself a dwarf. And she rests her hand on one of the 8 daggers she has on her belt.
Hew holds up the fish and she opens its mouth with her finger and she's... Oh, sorry about that.
Roll a, charisma performance.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I did well. Yeah, can't math. 24.
Yeah, with a 24, she just puts her hand on her hips and she's just like, you're pretty funny there, lass. I'll give you that one now. Ah, well then. I guess we'll let bygones be bygones while we're serving on the same ship.
Hew's excited. She's thinking about making a puppet out of the fish.
Nice. Tall Robert looks over at the fish and he's just like, do you think we could go ahead and pop at least one of those eyes out? And I'm sure I can start a small fire here and we can see if we can cook that up. I've got a little sauce in my pocket here.
We can do that.
Ah, very well. Let's do it.
Yep, and she skillfully puts her thumb in the fish eye and pops it out, killing it first. Boy, this is getting really graphic.
That's, cleaning a fish can get pretty graphic for sure.
She cuts the fish head, and she cleans it out a little bit, and she puts her hands in the fish head to make a little puppet. And she's like, oh, it looks like that's going to be really tasty. But unfortunately, I only can see 50% of it.
So, Tall Robert, I forgot about his little cooking mechanic that I made for him.
Yeah.
So if he's got 2 ingredients, which he does, he has some sauce in his pocket from last night, and he has the eyeball, he can make a small meal which will restore 1d6 plus 2 HP. So he cooks that meal, and he shares a portion with you that you can either eat now and try, or you can save that in the event that you need to restore some HP.
I'm going to save it and put it in my little pouch that's in my chest.
Tall Robert is going to eat it whole, because I feel like that's what he would do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He automatically tears in, and he's just like, oh, this is I'll have to remember this. Okay, so some of the sauce from last night with the bogweed biscuits, and then this eye from the fish. Yes. And he's scribbling all of that down on his pad.
And it goes great with my skim grim.
I'm sure it does, Miss Hew. You are a master brewer.
She is beaming.
And so, just then, you hear the first mate begin to call out. We've got a ship port side, Captain! And he takes his little spyglass on the quarterdeck, looks out, and he's just like, all hands on deck now, look lively. It's the Widow's ship. All crew to battle stations. And so he looks at Hew and Tall Robert and he's like, I'm gonna put you two to work. Get on those port side cannons or be damned.
Or I've never done cannons before, and she scurries over.
Nice. So you and Tall Robert man the cannons, not really knowing what to do because Tall Robert's never manned a cannon before either. But you have the 2 cannons on the port side and 2 cannons on the starboard side. You hear Jarl, how can I help? And then the captain's like, on one of those starboard cannons there, lad. Quick like. And Jarl gets mounted up on one of the starboard cannons along with the half-elf. And this is going to be new for me. I haven't done any nautical battles here, so we're going to see how this goes.
I was afraid that the captain was going to put Jarl to swabbing the deck.
No, but he put him to a cannon, so he's got a chance to roll a 1 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And miss. We'll see how well he does.
I encourage everybody to listen to the last episode because Jarl struggled.
Yes, do it. I don't think I've ever rolled as many 1s in my life.
I've never witnessed that many ones.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Okay, we've got Jarl and half-elf on one of the starboard cannons. Hew and Tall Robert on port side. And go ahead and roll for Hew's initiative.
That's what I was about to ask. Oh no.
What did Hew get?
3.
Tall Robert got a 5.
It's a 5. Hew has a tendency to roll really low on initiative.
2 for Jarl.
Oh no.
15 for the half-elf. So here's how I'm going to do this. I did not look up, D&D rules for nautical stuff. I'm just doing this basically all myself. But for port side's going to have its own initiative order. Starboard side's going to have its own initiative order because it wouldn't make sense for, Tall Robert to shoot a cannon off the port side, then us to come around to starboard, and then Hew's port side cannon finally goes off and shoots off into the distance.
Yeah, this is going to be teams.
Yeah, so this is going to go in teams. And now that I've got the starboard cannon's initiative order, we actually have the jump on the Widow's ship. So we start moving in closer, and then the captain's like, hard to port there, first mate. We're going to come around for a volley. And so Militia Mainwind turns the helm hard to port, and you guys get ready to prepare to broadside the Widow's ship, the Nine Hells. You do notice right away the Widow's ship has twice as many cannon as the ship that you're currently on. So it is now going to be Tall Robert's turn to try to fire the cannon.
When the captain yelled hard to port, Hew, who doesn't know what that means, she yells back, hard to port! She thinks she's helping.
Nice. All right. Tall Robert gets ready to fire his cannon. At this point, you guys are about 2,400 feet away from the Widow's ship. Just so you can kind of get an idea in your mind about how far away you are.
Okay.
It will hit the sails of the Widow's ship, the Nine Hells. And it is going to do some damage.
Nice.
I'm going to roll that on the computer because that is 5d10s.
Oh my goodness.
Manages 25 damage on the sails. Hew Dankwa's turn to fire a cannon.
Crossing fingers, guys.
You'll be +6 to hit on the cannon, so let me know what your total is.
25.
Ooh, a 25 will go directly into the hull. And you are going to roll 5d10s.
She is rolling. What's the math on this? Pop up for me. 9, 18. I'm going to have to do one more d10. 25 damage.
Awesome. It is now starboard side. But as we are coming about, the Nine Hells gets into position and she prepares to fire her cannons at the tragedy. Well, there is a lot of math involved in ship battle. Mm-hmm. A lot.
This is the perfect time to practice that.
Absolutely. Why not do it while you're recording a podcast episode? Okay. So she is going to fire 4 cannons from her starboard side. All will hit.
Was that a nat 20?
That was a nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
One of them is going to critical hit. So that's 21 d10s.
We're going to die.
Oof, 111 damage.
Oh my gosh, we're going to die.
Man, oh man.
We're going to die.
That's not fantastic. That is not fantastic.
Whose idea was this?
I don't know, but that guy should probably be slapped. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll do 111 damage to the tragedy.
Could I do Bardic Inspiration on the ship?
You can do Bardic Inspiration on the people manning the cannon. So whoever's manning the cannon, you can give them some Bardic Inspo if you want to. Okay, I got my number. That's nasty. Captain's like, we can't take too many more hits like that. We're gonna have to come around starboard. Try to hit her again. We're gonna have to try to get close enough to board. Starboard cannons away. And then the half-elf will fire her cannon. It will hit. Here comes Jarl. He will hit.
Hey!
Okay. And so that is 10 d10s against the 9 hells. $54 damage to the 9 hells. Nine Hells will come around again and try to hit with port side cannons. Three will hit, one will not hit. That'll be 15 D10s. It'll do 82 more damage to the tragedy.
I've got to ask you, why did you decide to call it the tragedy?
Because last tragedy follows her everywhere she goes. However, we always manage to come out on top. Just like we will today. By the gods, we'll take her down one way or the other. He looks over at the half-elf and he's like, "You there, lass. Start the repairs. Immediately." And she leaves her cannon and begins repairing. So how it's going to happen is, on her turn, instead of firing the cannon, she will repair the ship. She will repair the ship for 4 D6s. Tall Robert and Hew would have the opportunity to do the same thing. Okay. It is now starboard side, I believe, for the tragedy. It will fire 1 cannon. That'll be Jarl. Oh no! Jarl's bad luck is starting to come back to haunt us a little bit.
It's not a 1, at least.
It's not a 1. 11, yeah, that won't hit any part of the ship. Okay, and the half-elf will now do repairs. That'll repair us for 18.
Live!
It is now the Nine Hells' turn. She will come around port side and fire 4 cannons. Nice, only 1 will hit.
Whew.
It'll do 33 damage to the tragedy's sails. And as you come around from port side, you hear the captain say, "Aim for the helm! Knock out the helm!" And you see you're a lot closer now to the Nine Hells. You're about 600 feet away. And so you have the ability to aim for the helm. You'll have to do that at disadvantage because you're calling the shot.
I don't like the sound of that. I think I'm just going to try to hit it.
Okay.
$19.
19's very good. 5 D10s.
$21.
21. The Nine Hells is going to take that on the sails. The Nine Hells sails at this point are significantly damaged, is the good news, so it is much slower to turn. It comes around to its port side, and it is going to use this turn to repair. It'll repair for 57 damage. It's going to apply that to its hull. Alright. We're going to come back around to starboard for the tragedy. And half-elf and Jarl are going to both aim for the helm. Half-elf will hit the helm. Will also barely hit the helm. Okay. That's 10d10s to the helm of the 9 hells. That's 56 damage to the helm of the 9 hells. You see now that the helmsman on the Widow's ship is having a very difficult time steering. However, the 9 hells is coming around starboard side. It will try for a broadside with all cannons. It will hit only once with that broadside.
Ooh. I was preparing to abandon ship.
That is a possibility here. There are many possibilities. It'll manage 40 more damage, which it will do to the hull of the Tragedy. The Tragedy is starting to look pretty bad. There are cannonballs throughout the side of it, cannonball holes throughout the side of it, smoke coming out in certain areas, and the captain's just like, "Port side repair, damn you!" And that is Tall Robert and Hew. So Tall Robert is going to roll to repair. Is Hew going to take the captain's orders?
Yeah, she repairs.
Okay, roll 4d6 and give me that number.
13.
13, nice. That's a total of 30. We're going to put that directly to the hull of the Tragedy. Yep. Because of the damage to the helm, the 9 hells is having a hard time steering and is unable to come around for a volley. It is now the starboard cannon turn for the Tragedy. The 2 of them, the half-elf and Jarl, are once again going to aim for the helm of the 9 hells. Half-elf will miss. Jarl will hit it. Nice. And with that, you see that the helmsman has completely lost control of the 9 hells. And it is sort of just spinning atop the waves. And then you hear the captain call out, "Come around close, we're gonna board her." And so you guys get very close to the ship. The crew begin to throw grappling hooks over. And now you are climbing up the side of the 9 hells, and you find yourself up on her deck. The captain looks at you and says, "My crew will take care of all of the little guys. You take care of the widows."
Aye, aye, Captain! And I had just taken my blade. I had been biting it down with my teeth as I'm climbing up.
Full-on pirate style.
Yeah.
Nice.
She is into this.
I like it. He was definitely a swashbuckler type. For sure.
She will be a part of anything. She just wants to be included.
Absolutely. And she shall be. So after the captain tells you that, you are able to see the 3 widows up on the quarterdeck. You see one has a couple of pistols, one has a cutlass, and one has a couple of daggers and several vials of poison strapped to her chest. And now you're going to be in combat with those 3. One of them looks at you and she says, "What sort of flotsam scum do we have today?"
And Hew just laughs. "You think you can throw 'em at me like that?" She does this giant and spits at him. "I'll throw that at ya."
Is that vicious mockery?
Yes.
Okay. I have to roll against that, right?
Yes.
Do you spit at the one with the pistol? I guess the one that just spoke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wisdom 12.
That'll be Maeve Blackfin. Maeve will fail that. How much damage does Maeve take?
Let's see. The complete 6 damage.
Ooh.
I deserved that so much.
Yeah, Maeve doesn't like that. You see like tears start to come to her eyes, and she looks over at the other one, and that has the poison flask, and she's like, Elspeth, did you hear what she said to me? And the one with the poison's like, Maeve, grow up here. You've always been the sensitive sort. Now let's sort these two out. And as you get ready to battle, Jarl comes up beside you. And he's like, I'm here to help! And he now has a scimitar that he can hit with.
It's good to see you, Jarl. It's good to do battle side by side with you once again.
Yes, this time I'm going to do much better.
I have a feeling you will.
And now we're going to re-roll for a new initiative.
Hey, I did pretty good. 15.
Nice. Tall Robert got 18. Hew's got 15. Maeve has a 6. Elspeth has a 5.
All right.
They're not doing very well on their initiative order, so you guys might have a really good shot here. And now there is Branna Swift Powder. Swift Powder gets 13 on initiative. And now for Jarl. Jarl gets a 9. Excellent. We are at the top of the order with Tall Robert. Tall Robert is going to perform Guiding Bolt at Branna Swift Powder. He will hit with it. And he does 9 damage. Hew Dankwood's turn.
Hew slaps her hands together, pointing them directly at the woman she just hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she casts Shatter.
Okay, and I have to beat that with a 12. Okay. She is not going to beat that.
Oh my gosh, yes. Is 3d8 damage.
Do that damage.
16.
16, and you said that was the one that you cast Vicious Mockery against, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is Maeve. Maeve collapses to the deck, unconscious.
A round of applause for you.
Very good, Miss Hew. Now let's keep it up. We've almost got this thing beat. It is now Branna's turn. Branna Swift Powder is going to aim a flintlock pistol at Hew Dankwood. Does a 11 hit Hew?
It does not.
All right. She shoots her pistol and it goes just wide to the right and does not hit you. It is Jarl's turn. Jarl is going to attack with a scimitar, and he will hit Elspeth. And he is now going to do his damage. He'll do 10 damage to Elspeth.
Ooh.
Elspeth is looking a little bit rough now. However, it is Elspeth's turn. Elspeth will throw Poison Flask at Jarl. Jarl will make his save and will not be hit by the Poison Flask. He's able to jump out of the way just in the nick of time. It is back up to Tall Robert. Tall Robert is going to approach Branna, and he is going to attack with 2 daggers. First dagger will not hit. Second dagger will hit. The 1d6 plus 1 damage, she will take full damage. Branna is looking rough. Hew Dankwood's turn.
Hew takes her mace and her Morning Star 15 for one.
That'll hit.
And 16 for the other.
Are you hitting the one that Tall Robert just hit, or are you hitting Elspeth, the one that Jarl just hit?
Elspeth.
Elspeth, okay. Yep, go ahead and do your damage.
7 for one, and the other... 9, so 16 altogether.
Nice. Elspeth collapses to the deck, unconscious.
Hew is doing so well.
Hew is doing fantastic.
She might like the seas.
She might be in her element here. 100%. It is now Branna's turn. Branna is going to pull out the flintlock pistol, and Branna is going to shoot it at Tall Robert. She will miss Tall Robert. Very badly. It is now Jarl's turn. He's going to swing with a scimitar. He misses very badly with the scimitar. Oh no, it's happening again.
Don't let that bring you down. Keep at it.
Maybe I really am cursed like Carl says. But it is now Tall Robert's turn again. Okay, that seemed fast. I was thinking about the battle the other day where we had all those people in initiative.
Yeah, we had a few people.
It took forever. Tall Robert is going to try Guiding Bolt at Branna. Oh, he'll definitely hit with Guiding Bolt.
Woo.
Oh, yeah. He's going to do 12 damage to Branna with Guiding Bolt. You just see these 4 bolts of bright white light just shoot into Branna, and you just see it start to melt the skin as she lets out a blood-curdling scream and falls to the deck. Dead. And you guys are now out of combat.
And Hew is going to do something that she usually does for herself, and she pats Jarl on the back and she says, did you see how you did that guiding bolt over there? You are mighty impressive.
Roll a persuasion check.
Of course. 17.
Yeah, I was going to say a 10 would have probably done it. But yeah, you've got him convinced that he did way more because he just really wants to believe it. And he's just like,
Jarl did good.
He's looking at his hands. I did do that, didn't I? I didn't know I could cast magic.
Jarl can do anything if you set your mind to it.
Carl was wrong. I am going to do great things.
And I wrap my arms around him. Stick with us, and we will do great things together.
Absolutely. I found my new home.
Aww.
Tall Robert's just like, yes, welcome. Do you have anything to eat on you by chance? I don't think so. And as they're talking, the captain walks up, Horace Saltblood, and he's just like, ha, I knew we could do it. The tragedy's a little bit worse for wear there, but look at what a ship I have now. Why, I'll be the scourge of the seas with this baby.
It is quite a tragedy, it is. This ship is.
Oh, well, a few repairs and she'll be as good as new, I can guarantee ya.
Oh, she meant it as a compliment because that's its name, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well then, in that case, lass, yes, absolutely. The tragedy is a fine ship with a fine crew. And I've got some fine companions with me today. I knew you could do it. And he's got his arm around you and he's just like choking you and Tall Robert like really tight to his chest. I love you both like brothers.
And she is so happy, and she's just laughing with him.
Yes, well, now that we're all comfortable here, feel free to get a little bite to eat and have some rest. And then, when you're all rested up, come and see me. I've got one more job for ye.
Ah, I'm very excited to hear.
And hear it you shall. On the next episode
Yes.
of the Dorks at Disadvantage podcast.
That was good.
How was Hew with getting her sea legs? I think she did really well there.
She did fantastic. Now, I think we need to bring in the item that we talked about making for Hew from our last game we did this last weekend. So
yeah,
we killed an owlbear, and one of the players skinned it, and we had it turned inside out, so all the feathers were stuck inside it, kind of like a pillow. And then we got the idea that because Hew can't swim very well, she needed some arm floaties.
That's right. I remember that now.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I think we need to make some arm floaties for her. I don't know what kind of specs that would give her, but I love that idea.
Yeah, I think that would at the very least give her advantage on all swim checks. Any sort of swim checks, anything to do with water. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. I think that'll be fun.
I'm excited to hear about it, yeah.
Awesome. Well, until next time, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the podcast, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you so much, guys.